Good afternoon. We are back. What's going on?
Oh, I'm so excited. Episode 6.
I know. I'm so excited. Cheers.
Cheers.
As we always cheers at the beginning of an episode. Of
Number
course.
6.
Yeah, we're drinking our sangria for episode 6. We're going to start. I think I like starting the episodes with sangria because, I mean, if we start with wine, we're going to be rip roaring hammered the first hour we do this, and now it sucks. So,
It's almost 5 o'clock. It's 4:12. So we're
our edibles. Oh, did we?
close enough. We forgot about that.
Okay, so we did take our edibles. What did we take today?
What were
You
they?
gave us a 40 or something.
They were the
Are they the spins?
spins.
Yeah. Oh, so they come in different milligrams then.
Yes.
Okay. So yeah, we did not have any oil today.
Nope.
So far, we've only just had the spin, and it's feeling nice. It's nice and
Spins are good. They make you nice and happy. You feel,
spins are good.
you feel fuzzy. You feel happy.
I feel fantastic.
I think it's a feeling I get every time I come to record. I'm just like, I
Right?
get so excited.
I love recording day, and you'll see us wearing headphones today. We just want to make sure audio sounds good. So we're gonna test it today and see how it goes. And so far, so good. But I think it's going to be really good. Today, we're going to talk about the 90s because, oh my God, do I miss the 90s?
What do you miss the most?
Common sense. Do you know what I miss the most?
Okay.
I miss no social media.
I was going to say no cell phone.
I miss no cell phones. I miss not worrying about, like, even today. Do you know what I mean? Like, just the texting. You know, when do you want to start? When, do you know what I mean? If we didn't have the option to text to do that, it'd be like, I'll be there when I get there. And
Yep.
that's how, and we were fine with that then. Now, because we have this technology with the texting and the phones and whatever, people are so impatient. And I'm
so
in that.
impatient.
I'm so impatient because I wanted to record.
I find that people are very patient with me because I've not allowed myself to get caught up in the cell phone or the social media. And I'm sure you noticed it today, but I don't always message back right away. I very rarely message back right away unless I'm like sitting on the couch
On your phone.
already
Yeah,
relaxing. If I'm busy, if I'm cooking, if I go to the bathroom, if I go upstairs to do laundry or anything, my phone just sits. And if I had a friend over today that came into town from Pinter Creek, which is, I want to say it's like 8 hours. It's pretty far away.
Oh, yeah, it's definitely a jaunt. For sure. Yeah.
She was over visiting and I haven't seen her in a very long time. And anytime you were messaging me, we were trying to figure out how we could record. It would take me probably at least half an hour to respond.
I knew, though, that you were not going to respond right away because I do know that that's how she is, and I respect that. That's how she is with her phone when she's engaging with people. And I mean, really, at the end of the day, everybody should be that way and not on their phones when you're hanging out with friends and stuff like that. I'm guilty, but again, I was just excited too. And then I felt bad. I didn't realize she came from out of town. So, you know what I mean? I just got excited. Like, when are we recording?
I know. Recording day is always exciting because we never really know when we're going to do it. We told you guys we do it on the fly, and this is Easter weekend. Cheers, happy Easter, everybody!
Happy Easter.
But we were like, when are we going to do it? I have family coming in
That's
from
right.
Saskatchewan. We're getting preparations for a new baby in the family.
So we can talk about that after.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that after.
Yeah. So yeah, my biggest thing is, and I love this about camp. I've posted this meme before. You always knew where people were by like all the bikes on the lawn. And this is how it is at camp. Like
That's right.
my husband actually made golf cart parking at our site. So at least 4 golf carts can sit side by side in a row, and then everyone knows, oh, they're all at Jen's.
And then Emma buy for your husband
a sign, of course. I know.
because they love to buy each other presents.
Yeah, I mean, we've talked about the bathroom, but it's super cute.
Yeah,
but that's how you know where everyone is, by all the golf carts on the lawn.
That's right.
And so, and I mean, it's like your place, my place, unless there's something going on.
Yeah.
It's funny because I was talking with a friend the other day about camp, and actually it was a friend of Haley's, and we're just talking about all the amenities that we have at camp and how it's so like kid friendly and all the parks and all the things.
And you can let them go.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It is like, in a sense, camp is kind of like the 90s.
Yeah.
Because everybody knows your kid. Everybody knows where your kid lives. Everybody knows basically where you live and who you belong to and who you hang out with.
One way in, one way out.
That's right. You know
tons of camp moms, aunts, like it's just everyone looks out. for your kids.
That's
and
right.
it's like,
You can let them go and you're not worried.
the kids told me to tell you they're going to the airplane park, and we'll just like text. Yeah, yeah, it is.
Exactly.
And we did get that to have the 90s feeling, funny enough, because we lived in the city at the time. And I didn't trust, not that I don't trust my kids, I just didn't trust
Anybody else.
children going to the park at a young age. I never felt like they were potentially safe. And this is a worry that all moms have, but I have two girls, and the fear of kidnapping
Yeah.
has just
Oh my
always
God.
been a fear of mine. Like, it is a reality in today's world. And it's always really scared me until well, I mean, Haley's big enough now she could protect herself, but I've got this little beanpole daughter with blonde hair and blue eyes and curly beach
Oh
waves.
boy.
I'm like, yeah, you can't let that loose in the city.
Dude, that's how I felt taking Billy to that concert this week. Okay. She had to have low rise jeans. So Billy's already like trending herself into the 90s, which I kind of think is cool. The outfit she came out wearing for the concert was literally, I said, you look like me in high school. Like, what the heck? This is crazy. I couldn't believe it. But that's probably the number one thing that I miss is the freedom of not people not knowing where you are every fucking minute of the day.
There was only landlines. So it literally was like, if you weren't home to pick up the phone, like, you just had to go and figure things out. And yeah, that is the one thing too. Like, not everything was caught on social media. Not everything was recorded or not commemorized.
All of the shit. If there's no evidence of what I've done. Do you understand? I don't even think like our viewers, the younger viewers especially, like Christy says she's in her 20s. I don't think that you guys actually can quite comprehend or grasp the things that we got away with.
And all the transitions. So, 8 tracks, cassette tapes. Oh, no, the records came before the cassettes.
Yes, so
Then it went technology cassette tape.
that's right.
Then it went CDs. And then you had the Discman.
So but in junior high, and I know you did this, because there was no Apple, Spotify, there's no anywhere to get music. If you wanted to get your favorite song, you had to wait for the Saturday fucking countdown with Casey Kasem at 9 a.m.
Yep.
And record that motherfucking top 40 countdown. Oh my God, is my song #1 this week? They haven't played it yet. Why is it in the top 10? And then you have to press pre-record at the exact same time.
Same time. And hope they don't start talking at
Oh my God. Because you can't avoid it. And here's the best part. I had a younger sister. You have siblings as well. They would come along and record over my tape with her shit. So do you know how you stop that? Do you remember? Having to take the clips on the top of the cassette, you pop them out. Yeah. Or you put tape on the top and then they can't record over your shit. That's how I got my favorite songs. If I wanted Straight Up by Paula Abdul, okay, in 1989, I had to press play and record at the same time, and then I'd be pissed. What do you mean she's only at #3? This song should be #1 this week. Hello? What the fuck?
Remember my sister, she had a single CD. So,
Oh my God.
a CD, a record. And it was Tiffany. And we had, I think that was the only song on it. Maybe it might have had two, maybe. I'm pretty sure it just had the one over and over and over and over and over and over.
What were those little records that were this big?
Those were the singles.
But they were called something, and you had to put that thing in the middle of the record player to hold it. They were called. Oh my God! I gotta look it up. They were called. Emma, do you know what they were called? 32s, 40s. That's it. That's it. Small single record. No Google. Stupid ass.
That's too old. I don't know what you're looking
for. Okay, hang on. What's this? What are those little records called from the 80s that you had to put the thing in the middle of the record player? That's the technical term. The thing in the middle. 45. There we go. 45. It only went 45 RPMs a minute. This
is that why it's called 45?
That thing. Probably. Do you remember? So I had a 45 of Janet Jackson's Let's Wait a While. And Culture Club. And I do believe I had Michael Jackson on 45 as well. And then we go on next to after cassette tape, we go into CD, right? Back in started in grade. What do you think? When did CDs first come? Let's do a little. I should have Googled this before.
Good question.
Yes. What's your guess for the first CD? I'm going to Google it right now. First year of CD.
3.
Okay, 93. Let's see.
It's probably way earlier than
Oh
that.
my God. Compact discs were commercially introduced in 1982 in Japan and Europe.
Okay.
And in North America. The first CD player was released in 1982 in Japan. How about in North America?
I thought it said in North America in the first that sentence that you read, didn't it?
It did.
The guy's from Saskatoon, Sask. That's where I'm from.
Look at him go.
Emma's watching a show with no sound because you
She's
guys would
being
hear
respectful.
it. Yeah, it's so super sweet.
She's watching a wipeout in silence.
I mean, in fairness, you don't need to hear to see,
To see that they're morons.
it's the perfect show to watch in
It's
silence.
hysterical.
But someone's from where I was born.
It is funny. So yeah, so CDs, I miss those. Well, I mean, I don't really miss them having that book of hundreds.
Or the visor.
Oh my God. Did you know if you hung a CD up like outside, if you have pigeon problem in your house, the sun reflection on the CDs will make pigeons go away and they'll never come back. I know. I only know that because we had a pigeon problem when we lived in Vulcan.
That's crazy.
Yes, I lived in Vulcan.
I don't like. Can you hear me okay, or am I super quiet? I feel like I'm super quiet.
I feel like you're so quiet. Maybe pull this a little closer. Like
Yeah, because I can hear you really good, nice and loud, but I seem. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? What about now?
So, what was your week like?
Pretty simple. I'm learning to balance like work and then chores at home. I'm like the girls have been helping out a lot, but I find like working all day, then I'm like, oh, now I gotta cook. I'm sure everybody feels this way, but it's like,
But it's been so long since you've had to do it. So I mean, this is new to you. It's not like, you know.
yeah. And I find myself falling asleep almost every single night on the couch, which is also new. Like, I'm super exhausted. I'm just not used to like getting up at 7 and like staying up for the day and stuff. So it's been I'm getting the hang of it and it's been great, but learning to figure out which days I want to do my chores. Like I always did my laundry on Monday, but now I work Monday. So I typically start it over the weekend and then finish it off on like Tuesday or whatever I don't get done. But other than that, it's good. Some friends, my parents come into town today for Easter, and it's going to be a chill weekend. I'm excited. Well, it's going to be a busy weekend, but I'm looking forward to Monday when I have like nothing going on.
Right.
So we're going to go do Easter dinner at the in-laws, and Mike Santi is in town from Saskatchewan as well, and his cousin moved here. He might have his kids, so there's just going to be great quality family time. And we've talked about this at camp. I love the chaos, but I also need the balance of the quiet. So I have Monday off. So
You got Friday and Monday.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
So I'm going to do nothing. Like that's going to be my lounge on the couch, eat the snacks, eat the edibles, stay in my PJs, get cozy, like get a blanket and do movies or just chill. I probably do laundry and like simple things like that, but nothing extraordinary. You had an awesome week though. Yeah, went to a concert.
It's actually really funny. So there's this game on Kissin 103.9, which is one of the country stations in Edmonton that I listen to every day. And they do a contest every morning called, Billy?
Quick draw or something you said, yeah.
So it's called Quick Draw. And it's basically they ask 3 questions. Whoever answers first. But the question starts with so one of the questions I had was, what is something you buy for a baby that starts with the letter G? So I just yelled goat. And then I'm like, stuffed goat. The thing is, this is how stupid it is. I won.
That's
Okay.
the first thing that comes to mind when I'm thinking of a baby gift.
It's not good. But then I forget the other two questions. They always say it's much harder to play when you're actually doing it, and it's true.
Yeah.
My brain went blank. But the third question, I forget, but I answered cookie. Something starts with a C that you would whatever. But I was getting competitive, and I didn't hear the other girl answer. And Matt, the radio host, he's like, hang on, Lisa answered. I'll have to go to the tape to see who said it first. I was like, I did. I said cookie. And Billy's like, it was me, pick us. He's so aggressive. Like, and you can imagine, like, we're going to give her these tickets or she's going to storm the station, man. Listen.
I bet you they gave you both tickets. They felt so bad for her. She acted.
I wanted to win so bad. I've been trying to win a quick draw. 5 years. I can never get through to this contest, and I always thought I would win it. I didn't realize I was going to be aggressively like, oh yeah, it's okay. Like, looked at me like, Mama, calm down. Like, it's okay. I'm like, I didn't. No. Okay, I guess she won. So we won tickets to Brett Young. Brett Young is a country artist, not quite big enough for Rogers Place or anything like that. So he's at the Jubilee Auditorium in Edmonton there, and it was amazing. And he was so good live, and just
You guys look super cute.
it was so much fun. And Billy and I's thing is concerts, and I love it so much. We went out and we had some wings before, and we hang out, and it's become like our thing. Our next concert is Lainey Wilson in August.
Oh, that's awesome.
I'm so fucking excited for. But we're going to Calgary to the Saddle Dome for it instead of Rogers Place because it's cheaper at the Dome because the Dome's a dome. Yes. That being said, I'm going to defend what I just said. Calgary's my home and I love it, and it's still like the most beautiful city.
It has her heart.
The Dome is a dome. It was built in like 1982 for the Flames. You know what I mean? I forget. Anyway, it's old as fuck. It's falling apart, but it's my dome. I saw my first concert there. Actually, we're going to talk about that today. It was Bon Jovi in Skid Row.
That's way better than me. Take a guess.
Okay, hang on. What year?
I don't even know.
Were you junior high or high school?
See, I'm from Saskatchewan. We didn't have junior high.
What?
Nope.
So you just go K to 12?
No. You go kindergarten to grade 8 and then 9 to 12.
Ontario does the same thing.
Yeah. So all these people that went to junior high, I was so jealous because I was like, I didn't ever get a junior high experience. I see why they do it because you should never have grade 9s with grade 12s, but you're always going to have that contrast in ages.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I partied with all the grade 12s, so it totally was fine for me.
Yeah, because why wouldn't we?
Right? So it was, I would have been in elementary school for sure.
Okay, so you didn't, you went
in the 80s. It would have been in the 90s.
Okay, so you went with a friend?
Yes.
Was it at a big venue or a small venue?
Yeah, it would have been at the Saskatoon where the Blades play, like the Coliseum.
Okay. All right, let's think. What was Jen's first concert?
In theory, our generation, their first concert should have been New Kids on the Block.
I saw New Kids on the Block in my 30s.
Okay, I never ever did. I never went to New Kids, even when they were like way up there.
Yeah.
At least step by step, like. No, I did not do New Kids.
Okay.
And I was before Backstreet Boys, like the New Kids. We grew up with the New Kids, right?
No, I don't even know okay to Saskatoon.
So, shut
up, MC Hammer. Oh my goodness, that is
like he did across the stage.
I wish I would have seen MC Hammer. That guy's fucking
MC Hammer. I've done some good concerts. Garth Brooks is probably some of my favorite. Pink was amazing.
Yeah.
I do enjoy. So I took Haley to One Direction, I think they're called. I want to say, and then I also took her to Katy Perry, and then we went together to Pink. And now I'm looking forward to being able to go and do something with Brooklyn.
It's exciting.
Yeah, it's so fun,
right? And I never had that like with my boys. My boys don't like country, or I don't think they've been to a concert. Just not into that sort of thing. And that's one of the reasons
Girls Brooklyn.
I love hanging with Bill is because it's like our thing that we do. And I freaking love it. It's just so
Time with
fun.
our kids, for
It
sure.
is, and it's I don't know. It was just she just totally turns into a different person. She starts dancing. Like it's so cute to like watch her grow up because I never thought I was gonna have a girl. You know what I mean? Like it's just it's so bizarre.
Yeah.
That like I still have a girl.
She's your baby, for sure.
She's just the cutest. Like, oh my god, MC Hammer. So yeah, I saw Bon Jovi Skid Row. Then I saw Janet Jackson Black Cat tour.
That would have been cool.
Like 1989, 1990. Yeah, Bon Jovi was my catalyst for my love of concerts for sure. So I'm excited for another Dome concert. I took Bill to Miranda Lambert last Stampede.
Yes, that was
That
awesome.
was amazing.
As summer, we went to Luke Combs, and the cool thing is that camp is only 45 minutes out of Edmonton, and so that does not stop us from attending events.
Oh, yeah, we still do.
We also don't miss camp. So we go from camp to, well, we actually did the park and ride out of St. Albert, so that we could have a couple drinks while we were there, and then before we drove home.
For Luke Combs. Yeah,
We did.
Oh my god, that was such a fun concert.
Black flies, guys, if you don't drink black flies, can be the death of you because they're 7%ers.
The liquor store in town has them on sale for $9.99 right now.
Only one brand, though.
No, all of their brands. All of their black fly brands on sale for $10
Because the one in Gibbons had just the Miami Vice pack. The rest were all regular price.
Oh, maybe I looked at the floor. Well, I didn't have my glasses on. It might have just been me.
And I did the same thing for Pink. Like, I'll go to camp, spend the weekend at camp, come in for the concert, go back after the concert. Like, I just get special permission because our key cards only work during certain times. This is what I love. It's very safe and secure there.
Yeah.
But they're also very flexible. So I'm like, hey, I'm going to this concert. Can you extend the time on my key card? Yeah, no problem, Jen. Like, it's just all the way around. I love our camp. And I'm so excited because it's 2 weeks.
Oh my God, Jen. I cannot.
You guys are going to get sick of us talking about it, but we're going to talk camp wheels, how to plan for camp.
That's right.
We'll do a whole camp episode.
And you don't have to have a lake lot or anything to do any of the things that we're doing. If you have a camping trip planned for the summer, you can take any of the things that we're saying regarding the meals and planning and stuff like that. If you're going for a week and you're pulling up to the mountains, Banff or Rockies or whatever.
We have tips and tricks.
Oh yeah, just even going to the beach for the day. Or like when Sandra's in town and we go hang out with them. Those are fun. I hope you guys.
So fun, Sandra and Kyle.
Yeah. Oh my God, they are so fun. So yeah, we're going to be recording from camp in 2 weeks.
Yeah. So maybe that could be our first like a whole camp episode. What do we do? How do we prepare for it? What kind of meals do we have planned?
What we're going to be walking into. I mean, we've been there all winter.
Oh my God. Fingers crossed, no mice. No mice. That's like the biggest, like, pray, please. Please.
These are there being mice in our trailer.
So in our tent trailer, never. We never had a problem. And even the tips for not having mice. Do you do ground sheets? Do you do the Irish ring? So it has to be the green one. It can't be any of the other scents. Like it's Mike cuts it into chunks. Yeah, throw it everywhere. Tent trailer, never. Our trailer that we bought, I think it was might have been the first year, it might have been the second year. I went in and there was a mouse. I was like, it gives me heebie-jeebies.
The one in my tent.
So there was no sign of it when I got there. There was a trail of the perimeter. But of course, because mice can, I don't know if they don't have skeleton. Anyways, they can shrink their bodies down to like
fucking weird.
Under even the slightest little piece of your door frame. Like they can shrink themselves to the size to get into the places they want to go.
Yeah.
So he did the perimeter, of course, in my cupboards and shit. And I that's why we have vacuums and stuff out there right away, right? You can like have the dust buster. There's your dust buster. But that's my biggest like pray every single time. And we have friends, like I've even had Tennille and her husband were out and they sent a picture of the trailer. They probably did the same for you and Kev. Like we have people that'll go out once in a while through the winter. The winter wiener roasts are fan-freaking-tastic. So fun.
But you have to walk in, and where Jen's site is, they're walking in like a fucking kilometer and a half.
Able to drive it.
In the interior of the campground.
Yeah.
In the middle, we call it the Bermuda Triangle where they live because no one can ever find their place.
The bear's getting to you before me. As long as someone else is further away, you're good. And that's right. Guys. If you're out in the ocean, as long as someone's further out, the shark's going to get them, right?
That's right. Yeah, we can walk into ours, but even that's still a little bit of a jaunt. And they get a lot of snow out there. And I think Carrie, who does all the running every year, yeah, she was out there, I think, last weekend with a bunch of people, and she said it was still really wet, lots of snow. But I mean, after this week, it's been up to 20 a couple days.
It's been beautiful.
I hope everything's melted. Last year, our grass was ruined from the moose and the deer taking their big old shits on it. So we had like 2 inches of big old fucking moose shits. We had patches of grass, like huge, like this big. Oh, like, so let's just hope they stayed off our lawn this year.
No flooding. Ours dips down a bit. Mike put, I think, 3 dump loads of like just rock and in there to try and build it back up, because our fire pit would be like flooded, same thing, this much water, and it's not enjoyable at that point. It's like, hey, let me put on my rubber boots to go sit by the fire like this. Yeah.
Oh, you mean right around where your fire pit is? Oh yeah, that would suck.
Yeah.
Ours, see, and that's why my dad built the gazebo off the ground, is because that back area, and we'll show this when we get out there, it floods up high. You could be, it's fucking annoying.
And to you, okay, so my theory is I never, because everyone's like, put your snow shovels away, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, we haven't passed Malin weekend.
It's my fault that it snowed the last couple times.
Even I mean, I wore flip flops today. Let's be real. We are Canadian, so there could still be snow on the ground, and we're wearing shorts and flip flops. If it's like 0 or warmer,
if the sun's out and we can feel heat of any kind, we are going to put on flip flops. And
the memes are real.
Oh, it's real.
Walking out in Canada is doing this. Yeah, it's 100%.
Springtime, like springtime for us is +6 Celsius. Okay, not Fahrenheit.
Yeah,
Celsius.
Exactly. So we count May 1st to the end of September. So I never count how many times I've woken up. I've tented when I was in high school and had snow on May long weekend. And it was cold as fuck. There was snow. So I'm always like, don't be fooled by this fall spring. Like, we're going to get at least one more snow.
A false sense of spring security.
It's 100% what it is.
Because I go like this. Sometimes, especially living in Calgary, because Calgary gets Chinooks, okay? A Chinook is basically where cold air meets warm air coming in off the Rockies from Banff, and it forms an arch in the sky. And the top part of the arch is grayish and cloudy, and then underneath it, it's blue sky like this and warm. So you can go from -31 day in Calgary to +15. Like, you can have a 40-degree temperature change within a day in Calgary, and the migraines are rampant when Chinooks come because of the pressure. But that's the one thing. I don't even think Calgary got Chinooks this year because the weather sucked ass.
So I had a lady call me yesterday, or when did I work? Last Wednesday. And she wanted to come in and see the doctor. And we're not a walk-in clinic, like, we're way too busy for that. But she's like, I keep getting these headaches. And I was like, well, I'm not a doctor and I'm not an expert. I'm putting that out there right now. But
wait, what?
This is what I do. Like, and I told her about the peppermint halo from Sage. And I'm like, it's the pressure. And she's like, what do you mean? And I said, I didn't realize that was a thing until I got there was a massive pressure change. And I woke up, I was camping because we used to do director retreats. And we were camping at my boss's house. And I woke up with this massive headache. And I was like, I think I had 3 drinks last night. Like, I'm definitely not hungover. I don't even usually get hungover, but this is not from alcohol.
Yeah.
But why is my head like ready to explode?
For sure.
It changed. It changed so drastic. And that's what someone said to me. Well, the pressure of the environment. I was like, huh? So she's like, try this out. And so you put the peppermint halo on your forehead and your temples and the back of your neck, and it has like a cooling sensation. It smells like peppermint, so it smells like freaking heaven. And it works well. And I use it a lot. Brooklyn likes to put it on before she goes to bed.
Yeah.
It helps her sleep. I do as well. But I was telling her about it, and I was like, if you think it's something serious, like, please make sure you go to like emergency or a walk-in clinic or something. But this may be something that helps in the meantime. And she's like, oh, she was super grateful. But I just was like, hey, why don't you try this? Because I can't get you into the doctor, but I also experience migraines so much so that I've taken like Tylenol with codeine before for it to try and help it. And I find I don't have to anymore. I'll take 2 extra strength Advil liquid gels. I'll put the peppermint halo on and it goes away. I used to have to lay in a dark room with a hot or cold cloth on my forehead or the back of my neck.
100%. Yeah.
So I remember the first time I got a migraine when I had Haley. And she was 9 months old. She was not sleeping through the night.
The worst.
And I knew, like, I used to get crippling migraines. I knew I would not be able to wake up with her and take care of her. And I asked her dad, like, if he'd get up with her throughout the night. And
How'd that go?
let's just say it took a lot of, like, convincing, I guess,
To help with his child.
to help parent his child.
Wow.
But then I was like, well, I'm just going to call my mom then, because my mom happened to be in town. And I was like, I needed someone reliable. And he just was not a reliable person. So I was like, I know I'm not going to be able to get up with her. Like, you can't promise me you're going to get up with her. Unless you're like,
worrying. How are you going to get any rest knowing that he may not get up with her?
he'd lay her on the bed beside me and she's kicking, just kicking like a baby. And it's hurting my head. It's hurting. And so I was going to get my mom to come. And he's like, oh, yeah, so that you can prove I'm a shitty parent, blah, blah, blah. I was like, no,
I think you've done that.
I just need to have someone actually committed to doing this because I know I physically can't. Guess which night she slept through the night for the first time ever in her fucking life? The one time her dad was supposed to get up with her all throughout the night.
Shut up.
Which probably was God blessing me because
Yeah.
the universe knew that I could not get up with her and he would not get up with her. Like, he used to kick me. He'd roll over and like smash me in the face, smash me with his arm across the face, pretending he was sleeping to wake me up to hear the baby, to get up with the baby. With Quincy, I slept in the living room for the first 5 months. The first 5 months he was born, I had him in the bouncy chair and I slept on the couch.
Yeah.
Because I didn't want to disrupt the working parent when he felt like going to work that day, maybe, from getting a good night's sleep.
Going to work that day.
Oh, Mike, he got up with Brooklyn unless I needed to nurse her, which clearly he can't take care of that. If she was just like fussy and needed, because Haley had colic too, so it was literally like 9 o'clock at night every night. You could set your watch to it. I had to up and down. I had to rock her. I had to pat her. I think we talked about this.
Yeah, Vinny cried himself.
It was hard.
Vinny cried himself a hernia from colic. Vinny cried so much that Kevin, their dad, would come home and I would be sitting in the kitchen on the floor, like in front of the cupboards, just crying.
Mm-hmm.
Max, because my boys are only 17 months apart. So Max is my toddler. He's running around and just the happiest baby on the planet. Oh my God, Max was so happy. He's actually kind of still the exact same kid, even though he's 27 now. But then, Lord Jesus, fuck. Vinny was not an easy baby. That kid cried constantly. I mean, constantly until he was big enough to get in his jolly jumper that Kevin put in the middle of the ceiling in the living room so that he would have a 20-foot radius to jump or 10-foot radius to spin and jump. It's the only time that kid didn't cry. Vinny, I love you, but fuck me, man. Yeah, that kid cried. So when he turned 7, now at this point, their dad and I are separated or divorced, and I go to put Vin in the tub. He's about 7, and I see a lump in his groin. I'm like, I poked it. And I said, does that hurt? He goes, not anymore. I said, dude, you didn't tell me when you have bumps that hurt in places I don't look all the time because you are not a toddler anymore. You're 7. So I messaged his dad or called him because there's no texting then. It's like 2000. And I said, dude, you know Vinny has a hernia? He's like, no, he doesn't. I said, he most certainly fucking does. I'm not a doctor, but I know it. Sure, I take him to the doctor. Oh my God, it's huge. Yeah, I'm aware. I said, how did this happen? He's 7. She goes, did he have colic? I'm like, yeah. She goes, he cried himself a hernia. And when he was 7 and his little balls dropped, or whatever the process is, from the hernia. And I was shocked. And I'm not shitting you. The Children's Hospital in Calgary had him in there within 2 days and had it removed. That's how big this thing was.
Good for them, though.
That's how much he cried. Okay, so mamas out there, if you've got babies with colic, we understand. so fucking hard. And
but it gets better.
grew out of it. And honestly, Vinny grew out of it by the time he was like 4 or 5 months. It wasn't anything bad. But I mean, the amount of growth water I went through, and then you think about
the oval drop.
oh my God, those things don't even do anything. And if you even think about what our great grandparents did, here's some whiskey. Yeah, that worked. Do you know what I mean? And
Because they just went to sleep.
okay.
I mean, it was the splash on the shooter, but yeah.
Not today. I'm not condoning that, anyone, okay? I'm not condoning
It's funny
baby
because,
whiskey.
like, my kids still do this where they'll like fall down and they'll pop up and they'll be like, "It's okay, mom, I'm not bleeding."
I know.
If you're not bleeding, you're not hurt.
Well, do you know how I use it? That's exactly it. I would tell my boys. Because my boys were in the 90s. My boys were born in 97, 99. There's no social media, there's no phones, there's no nothing. That was my generation of kids that actually had to go outside and play. I'm grateful for that because they remember it. And that's why Max and Den, they actually big on social media. They're because they lived in a time before internet
Yep.
and social media.
They know how to live without it.
So that's exactly right. And I love that my boys were born before that. Because even now, if I try to get a hold of Vinny, he's, Mom, I don't look at that. I don't check. They don't care.
Yeah.
And I love that they don't care.
Yeah,
I
me
think
too,
it's
actually.
freaking awesome.
You shouldn't rely on that stuff. And here's one thing too, because bullying has always happened. It's always happened. But at the end, I mean, I was bullied. I'd have people that waited in the catwalk to try and find me every time I walked home, and that was the only way I could go to walk home.
It doesn't make sense.
Jealousy,
I hate
maybe. I don't know.
boys are mostly
We could
jealous.
go home and get away from it. Whereas now you go home and it's blasted, like it's everywhere.
That's right.
They post that shit, then everyone's chiming in and making it worse. I can't imagine. I still remember Amanda Todd from BC, and she was the very first one that ever did the flip cards, like, and she committed suicide and she
Yeah.
drank bleach, and there was memes about it, like joking and shit. I'm like, this is actually scary and very serious because she accidentally, not accidentally, like she purposely showed her boobs, but to someone that she thought
She
was
trusts
her age, someone in school, and because of false profiles and stuff, like, don't ever assume. We see it all the time, catfishing, like watch Dr. Phil once a week. You know what I mean? But yeah, no, I sat Haley down and watched that video with her, and I was like, please don't. And it's funny because my husband, even now, we've been married 15, or we've been together 15 years, married for 10. And I have never once ever sent him like a boob shot or nothing. And he asks for it all the time. Of course, everyone does. And I trust him 1,000%. But once you put it out there, it's out there forever. You can never take it back.
100%. Absolutely. And listen, there's been shit. I make super, super bad decisions. Nobody's ever accused me of like making good. Emma, that's enough. She's laughing in the background.
She's like, yeah, now it's
Right?
Sam.
She knows that I admitted the fact that I. Emma said my truth serum is kicked in. I don't need a truth serum to know that I make badass decisions. Okay, I do. I can be really impulsive, but I also sometimes take too long to make my decision, and then I make the wrong decision, and that's what I do. I'm not good at like deciding on stuff. I wait too long or whatever. But anyways, I forget where I was going with that. I make bad decisions. But what were we talking about?
Amanda Todd, like the internet.
Oh, yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I have put stuff out there, sent Emma. You know, I've done shit. I'm sure. Do you know what I'm sure? But what I love though,
I just never have.
yeah, no, and that's freaking amazing, right? Yeah. Come
I had a shower today. He's like, why didn't you face it? I never fucking would. You'd be screenshotting that shit like your thumbs would get sore because you'd be like,
Oh, God.
finally, I got a boob shot.
He's saving it until he gets home on the 18th.
And today's the 18th, and they're not coming home for probably another week. I'm so sad.
But Mike wasn't back till the end of May though.
Yeah, so they finished this hole and they're just finishing it up. They can't move, they can't drive big trucks on the roads on the holidays. So they can't move over Easter, so they won't be home for Easter. But next week they'll start moving, and they asked Mike and Quincy both to stay. So they're staying in. Hopefully, they'll be back by next Friday, and then I don't know if and when.
I hope they'll be here for our recording next week. Or at least
And they should be here to open up camp. Thank God, because I'm gonna have.
that's right.
Yeah.
So excited. And that would be great then, because if they are, then they'll be around when we record a count.
Yeah, so you guys might hear Mike. We call him the Loch Ness Monster. And Andy, I usually call Bigfoot because, like, they're just because in the industry they live, they work. We hardly ever see them. You know what I mean? Especially we try and plan a lot of gatherings and stuff where they can be there. We want to do the paranormal circ that's coming to Edmonton, so we're going to try and find a date that works for everyone. But I miss out on so much.
Emma, we're going to paranormal circ, by the way. I forgot to tell you.
It's going to be fun.
Super. Oh, and I did check. It is kid friendly, and you have to be 13 and up. So Billy can go. I did want to check though, because I was seeing like some people were posting. I'm like, yeah. So paranormal circ. If anybody's gone to it, let us know in some comments, or just reach out to us and let us know how it is. We were gonna go last year, and then it slipped away from us. We just never got the tickets, and then like with Edmonton, but we never missed Edmonton.
Never.
Hello.
I think this will be our 6th year. I want to say.
We're gonna do it on a weekend, honey, so that you're available, and we want to do it when Mike and Q are here as well.
Hopefully, I don't know how long it goes for.
Yeah,
so we'll have to figure it out.
Until the end of May, so we might have to do it end of May when they come back. Wait, are they going to still come back on the same day?
I don't know. I have no idea. It's all up in the air.
I guess we'll just see what the boys get.
Beauty, the beauty. I don't really want to say it's beauty, but that's the oil industry. You never assume things because they could tell you they're coming home today and they might not come home today. And then it's funny because when I was pregnant with Brooklyn, I found out I was pregnant, and Mike, I wanted to tell him in person. That's the thing, you tell your partner in person. I had a car and all this, whatever, and I have the pros and cons. Like, this is me. I actually had pros and cons of having a baby because I was like in my 30s, and because he was told he could never have kids. So
I didn't know that.
So it's funny.
Slow swimmers?
No, because he got his mom ran over him when he was young, and he was in a car accident where he was in a coma and stuff. And apparently, when they do so many testing with the radiation and stuff, it could affect them having kids. And Grace is like, well, he's here, they're not, they can adopt. Like, I'm not going to say don't do the work to make sure he stays alive when you don't even know if he's going to want kids. Like, he's way too young to make that decision. Yeah. So, along came Brooklyn, and then it's like, well, do we have 4? Because I always wanted 4.
But I want you to tell the story because it's really funny. Like, because you guys knew, but let's hope it's yours. Because he looks so excited.
I had a card and I had the pros and cons, and he was supposed to come home early and then he didn't come home, and then he was supposed to come home early and he didn't come home, and he kept prolonging it, and I was getting pissed off, and I was angry just because I can't keep a secret. I don't know how to lie.
I'm the worst at keeping secrets.
So I just wanted to tell him and put it out there, but I needed to wait for him to come home. So finally he came home, and there was a card and there was the pros and cons list, and I wasn't home. I think I was at work, and he's like, well, she's either pregnant or she's dumping me. So that's the first thing.
And then you together when you got pregnant with Brooklyn? You weren't married yet?
No, she was 1.5 when we got married. So 3 years. 2 years.
That's a long time.
Yeah. Like, he lived with me at that point. It wasn't
not this miraculous surprise.
No.
Okay.
And
actively not.
So in the oil industry, they always say your woman has a 2-week guy or a 3-week guy, just because they're gone so much that the lady must need someone at home taking care of her while they're gone. I mean, a lot of ladies do, which I never have, and I don't like it. But it is like, it happens. But on the flip side, a lot of guys cheat and stuff as well too, because they're gone, and you know, it's easy to get an escort, or it's easy to find a different girlfriend on both sides. You have to be fully committed. But so, yeah, I mean, there's women that are sharks that knows, like, these guys make money.
Lizards are.
Yeah. So the running joke is like, is it mine or the 2-week guy? And then, like, he actually said that to me in the delivery room, and the nurse like looks at me, and I'm like, we'll find out, babe. And like, I was laughing because when does a woman I already had 2 kids and I was pregnant. When do you have time to cheat? Like, I wouldn't I had a busy life.
You want to spit out my drink?
But why would you want to? I don't know. For me, I just, it's never been that urge where it's like, I can't wait 2 weeks.
Who's not fucking horny? Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Not fucking horny that you gotta go, I gotta have it now. I just have to cheat. This is what I don't get. I mean, honestly, are you that much of a hoe that you have to cheat?
I did it in high school. I dumped someone because I wanted to kiss another guy that I really liked, and I never even cheated on my ex. Like, we were broken up and we were living in the same house but separately, and I wouldn't, out of respect for him, and he wanted to bring girls home and traipse them, and I'm going to bring a new girl home every weekend. Okay, have fun with that. That's not me. That's not who I want to be in this world. That's not what I want to put out there.
Yeah, no,
But it happens.
definitely.
It happens a lot, and it's really sad, unfortunate, because
industry.
exactly, why giving away 2 weeks? Like, you go get a vibrator. You could probably, yeah.
I mean, at the end of the day, it takes 38 seconds. I got good and done. I'm off to fucking sleep. Why? Do you know what I mean? I think women our age, though, I think that's the difference. And this is actually funny. I think that women our age don't cheat because, I mean, first of all, why?
Yeah.
Second of all, fucking lazy.
You got to retrain someone. The grass is no greener on the other side. It's green where you water it. Just gotta water your own grass. Take care of your own man. He'll take care of you. Like, that's, if that's not the partnership, the relationship that you're in, and I say man, obviously partner, lover, whoever, I could care less what you have as long as you're in love and you're happy. But why cheat? Like, well, and just leave them. Just go then be by yourself and figure out your life and live a single life and sleep with half the town. I don't care. But why would you do that to someone? I know what it feels like. I rolled up on my first love, my high school boyfriend. I rolled up on his house and he had a girl in his bed with him. Like, I was knocking on his window and he's like, "Oh shit, it's my girlfriend." It's not fun. I literally wanted to drive myself into a brick wall that night. Like, I thought my life was over. I didn't think I could live without him. Like, and this is sad, the reality of being so young and having a brain that's just so small. Your world is school. Your world is friendships. Your world is making a little bit of money to be able to go to the exhibition and or the movies. Or it's not equipped to be like, someone just cheated on me, and now what the fuck? You know what I mean? Like, and I went home and told my brother, fully expecting him to like want to kick this guy's ass, and he's like, "Oh, this shit happens. Like, move on." I was like, and then that's where, because my brother was 3 years older than me, I saw how girls could be treated, and I saw how girls should be treated. I saw the difference. I saw how they treated women, and some of them, like one of them, every guy had a birthday. Every single weekend was someone's birthday because then she'd buy drinks for the whole crew. You know what I mean? And then one of the boys was like, "I'll take one for the team. I'll sleep with her because we're all getting drinks." Like, girls should not be treated that way, but if you allow them to, they will. And this is the thing, and I found this even in my bad relationship. They're going to do as much as you allow them to do. So, like, when they break down the front door and tell you it's your fault because you didn't hear the fucking doorbell, maybe open your eyes a little bit. Like, are you allowing it? Because now that rubber band is stretched just a little bit further and it doesn't come back. And once it's stretched out, it doesn't come back in shape. So, don't allow the shit that you're not willing to put up with, because once you do it once, it's going to be expected.
Yeah. You can't let anybody. It's taken me a long time to learn that too. I mean, I've been shit on. I had my first boyfriend. It's actually a funny story. I don't even know if I've told you this. My first boyfriend, who has since been murdered.
Oh, no, you did not tell me this.
Billy was like 6 months old. I was making her dinner, and we lived in Falcon. I'm watching global news back when I watched the news. And all of a sudden I hear, I won't say his name, but found in a ditch near Bicycle. And I was like, cannot be. Of course it is. There's nobody else with that name.
Right.
And they show a picture, and I was like, yeah. You know what? It's not surprising. He was gang affiliated when I met him at 15. Not a good boyfriend for me. Again, part of my making bad decision marathon.
No, but every girl wants the bad boy.
Oh, yeah. Now I needed somebody responsible who was going to put me in my place every now and then. But you know what? The bad boy will treat you like shit. That's right. And he did treat me like shit. And he hit me once. Once. He was convinced, okay, and I shit you not, that he looked like Jean-Claude Van Damme from Bloodsport. Okay? And he told people, don't you know who I look like? No, dude, you don't look like him. Stop it. You're 5 feet tall. Just stop. And you don't know any sort of martial arts. But he wanted to think that. But anyways, I told him he didn't look like Jean-Claude Van Damme. Oh, I got a swift fucking right here. I smoked at the time. I won't tell you why. He didn't have pants on. But I took that cigarette and I put it out on his dick. Oh, fuck. Good for you. Cheers to that. I put it out on his dick and I said, if you ever hit me again, I'm going to cut that off. And I'll tell you, he never hit me again. There ain't about it. There ain't about it. Yeah, that's the thing about me. Like, and it's the one thing I love about me, but it's also the thing I hate, is because as a Libra, and we're close as you are Virgo, but that's the difference between us. And whether you follow astrological signs or you believe in it, that's up to you. I do, and I'm pretty sure Jen does as well. I fully believe in it. As a Virgo, I know Billy's a Virgo and my mother's a Virgo. I know they're all three kind of the same. They're organized. Jen's got notes that are fucking looking at me right now. You know, they're organized people. Billy loves to change her room. She likes to change her environment and keep it fresh. And like my mother, change her furniture. Every time I go to my mother's, where'd the spoons go? Yeah, fucking metal straws. Well, now they're over here. I'm like, for fuck's sakes, why do you keep stopping? Right. But Billy's the same. When we lived in the apartment before we got the house, I go in her bedroom, open the door. Where's your dresser? Oh, I put it in the closet. Okay. More space. Cool. I have more space. And that's who they are. Me, I'm not like that. I procrastinate. I'm getting better, but I am a procrastinator. I still procrastinate. Yeah, I don't do it unless, like, yeah. I'm trying to make better decisions. I'm trying to be better. I guess so. Right? But I'm actively making steps in my head. I'm listening to a lot of Mel Robbins right now. So I'm gonna actually just do a shout out to the Mel Robbins books that I've been listening to. The High Five Habit, which was fucking amazing. Yeah. And the one I'm listening to now is the 5 second rule, which is we always had that with our kids. Well, no, no, you're right. But you got to do it backwards. So, and it makes sense because you're tricking your brain. So if you count to something like the kids, I'm going to count to 3, and that's it. But guess what? When you count to 3, you can go higher. They don't believe you. When you count down, you're tricking your brain into going, okay, I got to get up now and fucking do it. Yeah. So this is what I'm going to implement into my life. Right now, I'm listening because I listen to my books because my attention span is like squirrel. Because I work in a call center and I've worked in call centers forever. When I worked for TELUS as a 411 operator, I took over 1,000 calls a day. And we had to answer a call within 3 or 4 seconds, have that number pulled up and off to whoever was calling in. And we answered for North America. So I had to know area codes in Georgia. I had to know all of this sort of thing. So very quickly. So to find a number that comes up on my screen, I scan. So I don't read sentences because I'm so used to scanning and getting the information I need from scanning. I can't concentrate on books anymore. Right. So I listen to my books. Because I still like to read, but now lots of people do actually. Yeah, it's convenient. That's exactly it. So you can be cleaning, you can do all the things. That's exactly it. So I listen to Mel Robbins' podcast, which is I listen to our podcast in the car. I do too. To see how it sounds. I want to know what we sound like. I know that we can be watched, which is great. We want to have the video, and that's your option. You have the option to watch us. You don't have to watch us. Right. But you have that option in the car. So I do listen to us in the car and go, okay, we sounded good. Last week, not gonna lie, it sounded like ass. No, I'm aware of it. We're aware of Sophie, and that's why we're trying to. That's right. We're gonna keep getting it. We're gonna keep trying. Well, we will figure it out. Because we're not giving up, and that's the thing about me as a procrastinator is I give up on like everything that I do. I do. I'm not fucking making that shit up. I get a little bit further, and I'm like, it's not successful. I'm fucking done with that mentality of it's not successful. I'm done not being first in these stupid Saturday tournaments that I play in that I should be fucking placing in. Like, why am I? Because I hold my own self back with my negative thoughts and all of that, and I'm done with it. Yeah, I'm fucking done. Like, I'm just done. And I have to, like, again,
I try and always see the positive. Like every day is not great, but there is something great in every day. And I found that, and I say I went through a divorce. I didn't go through a divorce, like, but I did. We were together for 9 years. We owned a home. We had a dog. I had 2 kids.
just because you don't have a paper saying
There
you're
was no
married.
paper.
Emma and I are not married. We've been together 9 years. We have the house. We got shit to separate.
I still call her your wife, and I still have you on my phone as Steph Thompson because I think that's what it should be.
Everybody calls me Steph Dobbs. I'm like, we're not even married, you know.
No, but that's okay. It suits you.
Yeah, like
Actually, next trip we take to Summer Tropical, the 4 of us. You have 2 witnesses, and it's not legal.
oh, that's right. That's
Your
right.
mom can shove it where the sun is pretty.
Well, she's never gonna listen to the show. That's fine. We can say whatever we want. Stacy, do not tell mother anything I say on this podcast. I'm speaking to my sister right now. Hey, Pie.
When we were in Mexico, we went to the jewelry store, and I found some beautiful earrings, and she found a
Oh my
beautiful
God.
sapphire.
Did you ever find it? Did you lose?
No, I
Oh,
lost
that
it.
sucks.
I was sick for over a week, puking in my bed, and it's probably under my bed. I want to say it probably fell down the back, but I've got a fucking queen size, like, big pillow top.
You guys didn't move into that house till after Mexico. Did you lose it in the new house?
Yeah, I lost it in the new house.
Yeah. We got back from Mexico and their possession date was the day after. We got back March the 8th. They had to possess their house the next day, March 9th. We were like,
And then Mike only has a short window to get shit done, so he's like, boom, boom, boom. I have 10 days. I'll take 7 on a holiday, and the last 3 I'll move.
that's crazy. And he had your house all packed up, he said, in like an hour and a half and loaded.
Well, I did a lot of the packing.
Well, I know that you did the packing while he was working, but
So, and my realtor, she's like, okay, you want to make your house as simple as possible. So she's like, pack up everything that you're not going to use in the next month.
yeah.
I'm like, okay. It took us a year to sell. So there was so much shit that I went out and bought again because I needed, and I didn't want to dig through a million boxes that weren't even on location at my house. Some of them were under the stairs, but most of that was the damn Tupperware that I still have not completely gotten rid of.
Side note, when she moved into our new house, she had like 87 boxes. Listen, I'm not exaggerating, okay? I mean boxes this fucking big. And like 3 layers deep. And I'm like, you have all these boxes in your new garage, in your new house. What is this? She's like, it's all Tupperware. Listen, holy Christ.
Yeah.
How many boxes do you still have unpacked in there?
Of Tupperware.
Yeah.
It's funny, my friend, because I took her out to see Quincy's car because he bought himself an Audi, and so she wanted to see it because she has known I landlorded the building downtown, and she moved in with her 2 kids' dad at the time, and she was pregnant with her first, and he's Haley's age. So I've known her for 20 years now, and so like, oh, her kids are my kids, like, you know what I mean. And so we took her out to go see his car. She's like, Jen, like, is that all still Tupperware over there? I was like, that's nothing. That's one thing from the salt shaker of fucking boxes. It lined both walls, and some came out 2 or 3 boxes deep and still to the roof. It was insane.
I've never.
But I was like, at one point, I was a 2-star director. I was making $7,000 a month, and I was flipping that just as fast because I like to appreciate my people. You take care of your people, they take care of your business. So all of my downline, anyone that came to meetings and stuff, if they worked their business that month, they went home with gifts like, take this, take this. I appreciate you, blah, blah, blah. And then COVID hit, and so I stopped giving product rewards and started, because we started doing virtual meetings.
Right.
And so I started just doing like Amazon gift cards and stuff because I could send it to them through email. But then when you're that high of a level, you often get a bunch of free stuff or really cheap stuff. You get things called samples, and it's like the new sales that are coming out so that you can show it and display it at parties and things like that. So, and then I broke my ankle. So I literally was just like dumping shit. And
you give a brief description on how that ankle got broken?
because it is So first of all, she did notice the boxes, and she was like,
One
"What's
second.
ahead?"
I want to pause this for a
Yeah.
minute. I have to.
See, I gotta tilt my glasses.
Perfect. Okay, so I want to hear
Is
about
I mean, yeah, good. Okay.
it. Actually sounds really good.
Okay. So
Do
the
it. Let's hear it.
the broken ankle.
You
So the
guys.
first time I ever broke my ankle, I was in my 40s. Crazy enough, because kids break stuff all the time. Not me. We're on the golf cart. We go to a site. My sister-in-law at the time was driving. I'm not going to name names, but like I honestly, I don't even care. This is not like there's no finger
That's
pointing.
right.
There's no blaming. Like she knows I love her to death.
Accidents happen, and it was a freak bizarre accident. This is so crazy.
So she's driving. My mom's in the passenger seat. We go to her site for something, and I'm on the back with my niece. And my niece never sits on the back of me because she's just small and she always wants to sit up front with mom who's driving, blah blah blah. And so I'm so excited. I squeeze right into her, and I'm like snuggling her. I'm like, yeah, on the back. And they have this long ass driveway, like their campsite. You had to drive all the way in to be able to get to the trailer.
Is it the same site as?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So where she's backing up, and the golf cart's not backing up straight, it's turning. And what do you do when you're about to hit something?
Fucking hit the brakes or hit the gas.
Well, yeah, so I'm like, "No, no, no, no," and I'm like yelling, but like, golf carts have that noise when you put it in reverse. So no one could hear me. I guess they heard me at my campsite, which is way up the road. They heard me yelling, but no one else. So I put my legs out to like stop us from hitting the car because she was backing right into her vehicle. And I was like, "No, no, no," and I like put my legs out,
Oh my god.
fucking dummy. And I'm like, and I hear it crunch and I feel it trapped. And now I'm yelling and no sound is coming out. And this is the second time it's happened to me when I've got so severely hurt that I lost my voice trying to scream because I was in so much pain. I pinched my fingers in the tent trailer. You know, when you put the tent trailer down and you got to clamp it. I was pushing in the canvas and
No.
like
Stop.
pulled it down and clamped it shut on my hands. And I'm like I'm trying to say ow, and I'm trying to like get his attention, and he doesn't see me. And then one of the kids look up and they're like, "Oh my god, mom!" And he looks up and he's like, "Holy fuck, babe!" He like opens up the clamp, like he clamped it down on my hands. Same thing though. It's weird when you go into something so tragic, like
Well, you don't feel
you go into shock.
I was gonna say you go into shock. Yeah.
So I knew it was broken. And of course, she felt so bad. And I was like, thank God it was my niece. Like, that's the only thing that came to my mind is I'm glad it was me because her little brittle legs, like, I can't imagine.
Also, rubber. She probably would have healed really fast. Those bones would have probably fused back together in a week and a half.
Right. So then, yeah, we go to my site and I'm on the back. And
so did you know at this point it was broken?
I knew it was broken.
Oh, okay.
It's true when they say,
is it like wonky, like when you see like a cartoon character?
Because so when your ankle has two like ankle bones like a horseshoe, and the main ankle is in there, and that's what like kind of keeps it in place and stuff, right? Both sides of my ankle broke, like both sides. So it was like off to the side. It was kind of dangling off the hinge kind of thing.
Just kind of.
I knew it was broken, and like people would touch up on my thigh, and it would shoot pain everywhere. Like so, I knew right away. And maybe not. Let me look. I'm like, it's broken. Take me to the hospital. Like, I know that it's broken, and everyone's trying to look at it. And I'm not crying. I'm not like trying to freak out because I don't want to freak the kids out. First of all, either because I knew it was broken. And so we go to the hospital. He's like, he said it's not sprained, but it might be broken. Is what he said.
Usually, when something shaped like that, it's probably broken.
He rammed it into like a 45-degree splint, gave me 2 pain pills, sent me home, and said, come back at 9 a.m. because that's when the x-ray technicians come into work.
Where the hell were you? Were you in Stony?
No, Barhead. I almost went to Stony, but Barhead is small and intimate. I thought it would be better. I probably should.
I would have went to Barhead as well.
I don't think he wanted to deal with me. I don't think he wanted to.
Yeah, like this lady's ankle's crushed in 90 places. I don't want to have to deal with.
Yeah. So I was like, well, first of all, they had to call a doctor in to come and see me because they didn't have a doctor on. And then when he came in, then he's like, well, I don't want to call the x-ray techs in unless it's like an emergency. I'm like, is this not an emergency? You know, like a vehicle emergency. And I almost said it was a vehicle emergency, but then I was like, well, no, it's not really. And I don't want to put that out there that it was any kind of vehicle injury. Like, yeah, I got crushed between the golf cart and the car. They had to scrape this fucking.
My God, dude.
That's where my ankle got dragged and crushed. And this is where I always say there's something good in the day. I was working, hustling, working my ass off, and it allowed me to slow life down. It allowed me to humble myself and allow people to help me. Like I had to put a stool in the shower because like I am the one that does everything for everyone. So to be like I need help.
Yeah.
And then my mother-in-law's going through this right now where she has a broken ankle and
I saw that.
people are getting frustrated. I'm like, I get it. I can see their side, but it's so fucking hard to ask for help. First of all, I never ask for help. Like, will starve myself before I ask for help. Like, that's just who I am. I don't want. I want to be the one that succeeds and that I can take care of things. Like, I don't need no one in my life. That's always how I've been. I don't need. I want. There's a huge difference, and so it was fine. I mean, I was off. No weight, no pressure for 8 weeks, but we were at camp, so it was okay.
And I have a broken ankle story.
Oh, shit!
It also leads into the reason why I eat edibles and why I'm addicted to painkillers, which is one of the things that we're going to talk about on the show.
Yeah, I think we talked a little bit about that.
Yeah. So what happened for me with my broken ankle? My broken ankle stemmed from,
when was this? How old were you?
So my boys. Okay, so Max is born in 97, then in 99. I think that was just after 9/11. So it had to be 2001, after 2002 is what I'm thinking.
Okay.
I went into the hospital for a routine ERCP. And what an ERCP is
Never heard of it.
they put you, I have severe abdominal issues. Like I've got psoriasis, I've got gut issues, I've got autoimmune diseases.
IBS, I think.
IBS, yeah.
Yeah.
I used to get these. The only way to explain these pains is they feel like contractions.
And not fun.
No, but I can feel them coming. I've not had one for years. Knock on fucking wood.
Thank
Because I'm
God.
telling you right now, I would rather have my kids again with no drugs than these pains I was getting. So I'd feel them coming. They would act like a contraction. My stomach would contract like I was in labor for 3, 4 minutes and then stop. But it would do this for like 25 minutes.
Oh my God.
I'm crying. I'm in pain. Like, listen, I can't even accurately, unless you've given birth, which you have. But when you're not giving birth, the type of pain that this is, because people look at you like you're insane. But listen, it's so bad. So I see a gastroenterologist, and he's like, "We're going to do an ERCP, a routine procedure. Basically, what it is they take a scope, they put it down your mouth, they put you to sleep, and they do an exploratory surveillance of your intestines. So basically, they were looking for gallstones. I already had my gallbladder removed about 6 weeks after Vinny was born, because that's just how I am. The hospital used to love me. Not how I'm not going back. So anyway, I already had my gallbladder removed. So they were like, maybe we miss. So when I had my gallbladder removed, I had like 22 gallstones.
Holy shit.
It was bad. The attack I had was so bad, my gallbladder was removed within hours. That's how many gallstones I had. So
Can I sidetrack without you forgetting your story?
gallbladder.
Okay, gallbladder. I had a lady come into the clinic with a little jar of white things that looked almost like teeth, and it was like a whole jar full of kidney stones. Yeah, I was like, ooh, like why did you bring this to show this to me?
That is
hilarious. But anyway, sorry, keep going. Yeah, so I was just like, what are all these white things? Like some of them are massive. It's just like, yeah.
So because now my gallbladder's gone, I'm still having these attacks, and I called them stomach attacks because I didn't know what else to call them. Was it sugar bringing it on? I don't have a lot of sugar. I don't know. I couldn't figure it out, but they happened all the time. And the pain, listen, I would start to sweat. My temperature would go up to like 102. All you could see was sweat. I'm trying to breathe through these attacks. So they scheduled this ERCP to look for maybe gallstones that were not in the sac at the time, that maybe were rogue in my intestine. I got rogue gallstone. fucking hell. No.
Okay.
You know what they did do? They accidentally nicked my pancreas with the scope.
Oh, fuck.
Now, for any of you that have had an ERCP, you have to sign a form stating there's a chance your pancreas. That's right. So I've signed it, of course. Well, of course it happens to me because why the fuck wouldn't?
Of course, yeah.
So I went into the hospital in the winter and I came out in the spring. I shit you not. I went in January. I came out in April. 4 solid months. I asked them several times, am I dying? Pancreatitis is so painful. I don't, I can't accurately put into the words. I'd rather have my kids, all four of them, in succession without drugs. I'd rather have a quadruplets than have pancreatitis. The pain is, it's astronomical. But not only that, it takes your appetite away. You can't eat, so now I have a feeding tube.
Uh-huh.
It's through my nose.
I was going to say nose or throat.
Nose to the stomach because they have to feed me. Because your pancreas,
Yeah.
I mean, you need your fucking pancreas. Why do you think people with pancreatic cancer die within weeks? It's because you need your fucking pancreas. So I'm like, am I dying? They bring in a team of doctors, like 6 of them standing there on my bed. I'm like, dude, like, am I transitioning? Yeah, like, should you call a priest? Like, this is like, are you dying? No, stop. So eventually it did. My pancreas went back down to size. I got out of the hospital. I still had some, I didn't have any gallstones, by the way. They still are, it's still a mystery as to these stomach attacks. But I have not had one in many, many, many years. Again, not
So how did that lead to breaking your ankle?
I spent 4 months in the hospital. I get out. I'm ready to go. I've lost 30 pounds. I'm on a feeding tube. I feel great. My girlfriend at the time had my car. She was working. I let her take my car, and she needed me to pick up her dry cleaning. And it was super close to the house she lived, so I just walked across the street to get it. There was a small cement retaining wall, only like 3 feet, that I decided to hop. Yeah, I know. As soon as I landed, I heard my right ankle snap.
Oh.
And you knew right away? Instantly. I had a tennis ball on the side of my ankle within, 30 seconds. I had been on the bed for 4 months.
Oh my God.
All my bones were weak. Yeah. So as soon as I landed, it's not that I landed horribly. It's just that I landed in a way that because my bones were weak from being laid up in a bed for 4 months on fucking Demerol. Okay, there's where my addiction came in. Pancreatitis is so painful. I can't have codeine. Of course, codeine doesn't do shit, unless it's minor. Right? But I gotta take it. It makes me violently ill. So I'm having Demerol and morphine every 4 hours. Yeah. Clockwork. For 4 months. Yeah. Do you think I'm going to be addicted to Demerol when I get out of the hospital? Absolutely I am. So I go and hop this wall, which is how most addictions start. Hereditary. Yeah. Vinny, my son, he got in a bike accident when he totaled his bike. And I said, what happened? He's like, well, I hurt my shoulder, my fingers, blah, blah, blah. He's like, they're trying to give me oxy. I said, you didn't take it. He goes, Mama. I don't know. You know what he said to me? He goes, I'm not a fucking idiot. Good for him. I'm about to get an addiction because I got in a bike accident. Those were his exact words. And I was so proud of him because 9 out of 10 people are not going to have that. My boys have listened to me say, pharmaceutical drugs, and especially painkillers. Yeah. So when I broke my ankle, that was my in to get the Demerol. Mm-hmm. Do you understand? They're like, oh, do you want the codeine? Do you want, no, I want Demerol. Demerol is a narcotic. It has to come in a triplicate form of a prescription, meaning it is now. My doctor doesn't even do triplicate he doesn't do any. And that's it. No. So what I did was those triplicate prescriptions last for 3 days only. That's it. I can tell Jen's eating the fruit. It's all sangria. She's resorting to her drunken fruit. There you go. There's some drunken fruit for you. Thanks, babe. So I resorted, because I was addicted to it. How was I going to get it? Well, I broke my ankle. Oh, there's how I'm going to get it. Ding, ding, ding. So I did. And because now, and these Demerol pills are small. They're only like this big, and they're sublingual, so they go under your tongue, and they take effect within 30 seconds. And now I've got my own supply, not through a thing,
Right.
a button that you have at the hospital, and I'm eating them. I'm eating 150 milligrams probably every 2 hours.
Well, your tolerance goes up.
Yeah, but
You were just on it before.
Demerol makes you super itchy, so I would go through my itchy phase, and then I would pass out and go to sleep. And then that's when the internet started becoming a thing. I don't know if this thing's okay.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
I'm at Telus, or not what I was at. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you the whole time.
Well, it's just
Hang on.
saggy boobs, saggy balls. It's valid.
Hang on. So I'm taking 150 milligrams of Demerol every couple hours just to go to sleep. And I don't even know why I was taking it. It made me feel warm and yummy and whatever. I don't know, but it just made me pass out. So this is when the internet was becoming a thing. And I was like, hey, Google. Yeah, I Google it. Side effects. What could happen with prolonged use? Sweet Jesus.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I did not know scary. The Demerol was that addicting, that it was that dangerous. I should have had multiple seizures a day with the amount of Demerol that I was taking.
Right. They don't tell you that, though. They want you addicted.
They get paid when they give you prescriptions.
We all know when we say they, like, obviously somebody out there, but like they want.
They get paid for every
It's
prescription.
sad. Ruins lives.
Mhm.
And not everyone has the conscious choice to be like, hey, what can this do to me? What will be the long-term effects? And should I make changes?
And that's when I weaned myself off of it. So what I did was I went to the doctor, fully intent on filling the triplicate prescription.
Right?
Okay. I had read what I just read on the new internet thing. Did I believe it? I didn't have a choice. There was nothing else out there, and there's nothing about Demerol in the encyclopedia. Okay.
Raise the card index in.
It didn't exist.
Hope the book was in the right place because
that's right. So I went with what Google told me, and I went, oh my God. So I went and got a new prescription. They last for 3 days, triplicate prescriptions. I let it expire on purpose.
good for you.
I never went back to the doctor to fill it. I let it expire. I still have it somewhere in storage to this day.
You should frame it
A triplicate prescription that I let expire
on purpose.
to find myself that I have an addiction to painkillers.
Right.
Now, it doesn't matter I haven't taken Demerol since 2001 and it's 2025. I'm still an addict to painkillers.
Mm-hmm.
That's just how it is.
You know, it's your weakness.
It is my weakness.
Yeah.
If I go into the hospital next week because I'm in an accident or whatever, and they try to give me morphine, and if I'm out of it, and they give it to me because I'm in a coma you're gonna be hit up. I tell you what's gonna happen. I'm gonna have to wean myself off of all of that again. I quit smoking by weaning myself, cold turkey. And that's the funny thing about me is I'm such a procrastinator, but when I make my mind up to do it, I do it. It might take me a while, but if you tell me not to do something, I'm going to do it harder.
Prove you wrong.
To piss you. If you say you're having too much wine, pour me some more then. Fuck you. Don't tell me what to do. I'm not going to fucking listen to you. I will stop drinking as much wine when I want to stop drinking as much. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. That's why you didn't remember me for how many.
It wasn't because it was a fuck you. It was just because I was super drunk.
It was too much wine.
It wasn't.
It was funny because I remember sometimes you'd come to our camp and
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, they'd be going home because the new sites opened as we've camped out there. So the Bermuda Triangle was the only way to get from A to B at one point. So
wait, was it the road that goes down the hill?
Yeah,
like up.
Because that back section was not open. Even your site was out there. Even
yeah, that was all this field. Yeah.
So people could never just go bypass through the new sites. Like you had to come down my way. So you guys would be going home. You'd stop in, have a drink. Hey, how's it going? Emma often would be like carrying you, like, hey, babe, it's time to go. She'd be like, pick you up by one arm and like, it's time. You've had a lot of wine. It's time to go home.
Yeah, I can't do that anymore. And that's and
How did you know that? You live in the
Yeah.
you figure it out, like learn your tolerance,
right.
whatever.
But that's the reason now, like because of my fibro and because of my back pain and my hip, I was born with a dislocated hip. I've got all these ridiculous
Any area of your skin, but obviously, like,
so then when it became legal, I did start to smoke it, but because I quit smoking, I can't inhale smoke.
and I can tell you on one hand how many times I ever smoked weed or did weed, or because I'm not a rule breaker, so I did not start
Until it was legal.
until. And I honestly feel I don't know if people might say that just to like put it out there in the universe.
It's
I
true.
really, truly, honestly did not.
She's
It
that
was
good, you guys. She's
my
that
husband
good.
that was like, maybe this will help you sleep. And it comes back to I trained myself to wake up to every noise because I was scared to sleep. So now it's like every single little noise, whether it's the furnace or the window or the creaks and the cracks, and it all woke me up. Everything wakes me up. I'm a very light sleeper, so, unless my husband's home. I feel safe and I sleep when he's home, but that's like 1 week a month. He's like, babe, why don't you try this weed pen or whatever? Get an indica, it'll help you sleep. And it does. It really truly does. It just calms you. It kind of stops your brain a little bit.
I literally just weaned myself off Seroquel.
Yeah,
That's another thing I just fucking got off of from 16 years. I started taking it the year the Billy was born. So in 2009, I was having problems sleeping after she was born, and the doctor suggested Seroquel, very low dose, 25 milligrams. Like Seroquel is it's an antipsychotic, and it's actually meant for people with schizophrenia and those types of disorders.
makes sense.
I'm not schizophrenic. No, but you're super small, and they're only 25 milligrams. But if you have one of these mental disorders, I know a guy personally that was taking up to 400 milligrams of Seroquel in the morning to help him get through the day.
Yeah.
Are you in your fucking mind? I would be asleep in. Oh my god.
Because your body doesn't need it. It's a difference.
That's it. Yeah, like, I'm not from my pain. Hey,
Just to someone that doesn't need it versus someone that does need
it's
it,
crazy.
it makes a big difference.
So I just weaned myself off Seroquel about 4 months ago. So that's another new one for me.
Amazing.
I've gotten off. I do on my own. Cheers.
It's choices. It's so you think that you don't have you say you procrastinate, you put things off, you quit too early, but no, you truly don't. Because getting off things, first of all, a hardcore,
I'm going to
like
tell you my method.
jog, and then your sleeping pills and your even
Cigarettes.
cigarettes.
Worse than heroin. Everybody knows that.
I was never a smoker,
And that's me. Yeah.
thank God.
Quitting nicotine's harder than heroin and cocaine. That's what I've heard. Don't quote me
Can I
on
tell you this? When we were kids, my mom quit smoking like tons because you always want to try, you always want to do better for yourself.
Of course.
And me and David, like my little brother, we actually like took a cigarette and we broke it and we framed it and we were so proud of her and like, you quit smoking. And
Did she grab it out of there and like light the end of it?
no, but she did. My mom is very much like, if she's drinking or social, like if everyone's smoking,
Yeah.
she'll be like, hey, give me a puff. She doesn't even think about it. And then all of a sudden she's smoking again. They don't anymore, finally. But it's very hard. It's hard to
Nicotine is the worst. Like it's so hard. But this is how.
And then you turn to vaping and then you're putting vapor in your lungs. Like that's much better.
This is how I explain to people how to wean themselves off something and how I did it for me.
No.
And I think, honestly, I think that it's beneficial for someone like stubborn like me that if you tell me what to do,
I'm going to do the opposite. Don't push the button.
I'm going to have more heroin.
Don't push the button. Don't you dare push the button.
That's it. I will. Just don't tell me what to do. I'm going to do it more. So for me, when I'm ready, when I want to wean myself off cereal, when I wanted to quit smoking, and this is when I learned the power of my brain when I learned to quit smoking.
Mindset.
And that's it. So you have to be mentally ready to do it. And how I weaned myself off of nicotine and cigarettes was I'm choosing, when I had a craving, I told myself, I am choosing not to smoke this minute and let the feeling pass. The next one, I'm choosing not to smoke this hour and I let the feeling pass. I'm choosing not to smoke today. And I let the feeling pass. And eventually, a week went by. I have no cravings anymore because the nicotine's out of my system. I've completely forgotten about it because I took control of my addiction. It's the only way to stop doing any of that shit. You have to take control of that addiction.
But that is such a great philosophy. If you can't do day by day, start minute by minute.
It's minute by minute.
And an hour by hour. And then
This
day by
second.
day. And then
I'm choosing not to smoke this second. I'm choosing not to take it up until I hit it this second. Last night. Emma and I were up late last night. Probably till what, babe? Like 4? Because we love our weekends. We love hanging out down here. You, it's a third. Like you guys know, Emma works, 14 hours a day as well. I do have her every night. I kind of don't, because she comes home, she's exhausted, ready for bed. Right? And does she want to fucking talk to me for an hour about shit? No, not.
you do get to kiss her goodnight.
Yeah, and that is
I
true.
wish I had.
I know it, and I know. I'm sorry.
It's a choice that we've made.
Yeah.
I have a good life. I'm not, but
Yeah.
there's always something that you wished you had. Like I wanted straight hair. Everyone
Yeah.
had straight hair, beautiful straight hair. My hair is naturally curly. I don't have a choice.
Right.
Like this, I showered and put some mousse in there and a little bit of hairspray. That's how it comes.
Yeah.
Like it's perfect.
It goes right back into like last night though when we went to bed. I'd been taking Seroquel to sleep. So now I take the oil, which is here. Actually, we should probably have some. Let's do it. I'm going to tell you a funny story about this in a second. So I took the oil for sleep now instead of the Seroquel because marijuana is a natural thing. Nobody's overdosed from marijuana. I don't give a fuck what you say. I don't care what anybody has to say. It's not possible.
You can still be productive. You're not a sloppy mess.
No. So, but that's how I get myself off of things. And I had a point to that. And now it's gone. I hate that.
But minute by minute, hour by hour,
minute by minute, hour by hour.
It.
And honestly,
That's hard.
it is. It's very hard. And
Conscious
you can
choice.
go to rehab and you can do all these things. I look, I didn't need to go to rehab for my addiction to Demerol. And at that point,
There's nothing wrong with rehab. I have many friends.
Not that there is. I'm saying for me,
If you can do it,
I wanted to see if I could do this on my own. So I know personally for me, I'm a whole lot mentally stronger than I perceive myself or that I even believe in myself to be. I know that I am. I read myself on some pretty fucking horrific pharmaceutical drugs, okay? Bad ones. And no one should ever take pharmaceutical. Like, don't get me wrong, there are pharmaceutical drugs that are good for you, that you have to have. But when they're pushed on you and then cause addiction, oh, and that's where I started eating oil and getting this stuff because look at that. It's perfect. My $30, I eat it. We're gonna have some now. It's really gonna work. I call it a little dabble do ya. Oh, it's not.
A little dabble do ya. We always say that. It's so funny. It's very true though. A little dabble do ya.
And so normally
Under my tongue as well.
Yeah.
Basically.
it's left over. I just rub on my gums. So we're gonna total addict.
Oh, geez.
This takes my pain away. So why would I not have this teeny tiny tab of little oil to take my pain away instead of eating these horrific pills? Like last night, that's where I was going. It was late. Yeah, and I was like,
4 a.m.
do I take a Seroquel to go to sleep?
Mm-hmm.
My oil had worn off.
Mm.
Do I take more oil? No, it's going to take an hour to kick in.
Mm-hmm.
I lied there and I fell asleep. I made that conscious choice to not take the Seroquel to fall asleep and to not take more oil. And that's really all it is. I mean, I'm not saying it's not easy to beat any of these addictions.
I say you do it works for you.
Yeah. I'm just saying for me, I like to do things quietly and privately.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll tell you later, hey, I don't take that anymore. Oh my God, really? When did you do that?
Because that's actually what Haley did. When she was vaping, she didn't tell anyone for weeks. And all of a sudden she's like, I haven't vaped in a month. And everyone's like, holy shit, you're right. You haven't. Like, good for you.
You didn't notice. And she did that on purpose. Yeah. Because it's her way of going, I'm doing it for me.
When I didn't vape, I didn't tell anyone about him either.
I
to make sure it worked out before I told people.
I didn't introduce Emma to my kids for a fucking 3 months.
Mike's the only one that ever met my kids. And even then I was nervous and I was like, don't touch me, don't sit beside me. Like I needed to see how he interacted with my kids.
That's what I said.
Yeah. Because if you can't get along with my kids, this won't work out. No, it doesn't matter. And that's just me. Everyone has their own choices, their own philosophies. But for me, my kids are my life, they're my world. And like, okay, there are kids that try and pit their parents against each other, get them divorced, whatever. But my kids were just never like that. And kids get so attached so fast, so early, so young. And then when all of a sudden something's not in their life, they don't understand. And I didn't ever want to do that to my kids. We're so insane. Things didn't work out with us. But I also was like, if you can't be good with my kids, things will never work between us because I'm perfectly content doing it all on my own and I'm happy doing it all on my own. But I really do like you and I really do want to make this work, but this is the next step. But don't touch me, don't sit beside me, don't hold my hand, don't kiss me. And he respected that. Like, I'm so grateful because Mike was always so good about things, but I don't want a revolving door of like I had friends that have had that where like they'd get kicked out because their mom has a new boyfriend. Yeah. I've got 5 dads. Yeah. It's like at one point they all were a dad in my life and they all came to her wedding and it's like, but did it have to be done that way? Like that's just me. That's my life choices. And I don't judge. And here's the biggest thing is whether you're addicted, whether you're not, whether you're this, that, like I'm not a judgmental person. I want to see the best in everyone. I want to hope that.
Oh my God, me too. I really do try to see the best in people, but it's hard. I think at this point, where are we at, Jen?
We are, oh shit, this is our longest one yet, an hour and a half.
About 90 minutes. So, yeah, sorry guys. I think what we're going to do at this point, Jen, let's do a cheers to the end of this show.
Eat something.
Let's have something to eat, and then I think we should come back and actually, I'll just edit this up. This episode.
And here, it was a great one. We want to look at the audio because we do have headphones on. That's just been our biggest feedback is that sometimes it gets hard to hear us. We hear you guys and we appreciate your thoughts and your opinions. We want to get better. And did you guys notice this last week when I was like, oh, we're on episode cuatro. Like, do you guys know Spanish? Cuatro is 4. Cinco is 5.
Oh my God.
And I watched it back and I was like, cuatro? Like,
it's hilarious. I did not even.
I even went to Spanish school. Like, how did your numbers are essential.
Listen, thank you so much. We will give the
Stay tuned.
7.
7. 7.
Rock and roll.